That's right, comrades. We finally made it. 5 years of H3VR, and at long last, update 100. As you can see, there are quite a few features. Not a lot of new toys, but for the most part, some new quality of life improvements, as you can see right here. Let's get this started, shall we? Greetings, comrades! This is Sergei Kilimov, and yes, we are finally here. After more than 3 months of waiting, Update 100 is finally upon us, and what an update it is. Well, obviously it's the 100th update. Can you believe it's been 5 years, 100 updates, and we're still getting content for this game. It's absolutely incredible. As you can see, we have quite a few new toys, a few updated ones, but before we get into this, there are a few new things we need to talk about. Now, we do have some new toys, but mostly Update 100 is about new features and quality of life changes. Let's go and get the big one out of the way. Probably the one's been mentioned the most for this update. A new item spawner. Now, this has been mentioned quite a bit in Anton's devlogs, and this has been a great quality of life improvement here. Now, the original spawner, you just click on the different categories to be good to go. But here, it's a lot more fleshed out. Now, as of this video, the new spawner is only available in the indoor range and the proving ground. There's still a few more things to add and fix here. Once it's all sorted out, it'll be available in the other modes that have spawners as well. But with this new spawner, you can see we have a much broader selection of categories. Instead of like one section of pistols, you click on, you have different pistols. It's all laid out here for you. Automatic pistols, revolvers, all the different rifles and stuff. Also a tag search mode, which is really useful if you're looking for a certain weapon, like maybe a certain ammunition or even a certain era guns. You can just go through here and you can sort it out, like automatic pistols. I click that, it shows all the automatic pistols here. You press that, back here. But say you want to find breech loading rifles, good here. Now let's go era. Let's say you want to look for a weapon made during World War II. Just click this. All the World War II guns are right here. And let's say you want modern weapons, you can narrow it down here. Very nice. You can also sort out caliber types. Now, this uses the I'm pretty sure it's going to be changed up later, but anyway, you want nothing but 12 gauge short. There's only one, but there you go. Say you want weapons in 280 British. There's one there. Of course, sometimes you want a good old 5.56 by 45 NATO gun. Just click this, and it'll narrow it down for you. Very, very nice. You can even do country of origin. Want guns from Russia. Just click here, and it'll show them right here. And yeah, there's quite a bit to choose. It's gonna take a long time to go through all that. And you can even spawn ammo. Now, the recent devlog said they're currently working on getting, setting up pictures for these different ammo types and stuff. Like, say you want certain, clips or magazines from a certain class of weapon, you can do it there. Of course, attachments, that's all fleshed out here. Melee weapons are here, tools and toys, that's here as well. Again, there's still a few more things to add, but let's go do something real quick. Let's go and something that's really cool. When you pick up a weapon, it just shows a weapon, the attachment you can spawn, you're good to go. But here, there's a little more. Now it shows all these subcategories here, like whether or not the gun's real, what era it's from, what caliber bullet it uses, when it was made. Very nice. A little more of a educational thing, I guess. again, there's still more stuff to add, you know, a few things to fix here and there, but you can also set which set of favorites for certain weapons, which is pretty cool. There's so much to do. And probably another thing you noticed is the different like tutorials. Like if you're just getting into H3VR, this is really handy. Like it shows you, you know, obviously how to use the guns, how to use the spawners, stuff like that. Really nice. Alright, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, now it's not just the new spawner we have. The old spawner is also being updated a little bit. Eventually, this will probably be replaced with that, which, you know, again, there's still a few things to work out. But for now, the old spawner has a few changes as well. Yeah, obviously the pistol is the same, but you have two different things of attachments now. The support section has been sort of quite a bit. Now we have machine guns, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, grenades, stuff like that, all properly sorted out, which is really nice. And, you know, rifles and stuff pretty much the same, but we would expect. So this has been toy to learn a little bit, but again, eventually it's going to be replaced with that, which, you know, not sure when that will be finalized, but for now, this is what we have. Now, let's do some more quality of life improvements. Give me 1 second. Okay, so one thing I want to show off, that this is technically already in the game, but you have to download a mod for it. I think you know what I'm talking about. The Better Hands mod, which lets you hold magazines, like 2 magazines in the same hand. Well, Anton managed to officially implement it into the game. Of course, that would change. But anyway, let me spot a magazine here. Of course, put one in the AK. Let me fire a few rounds real quick. Now, watch as I grab another magazine. Now, I press down the joystick, go next to this magazine. I can take it out and put this one in. Very, very nice. A feature that I've wanted in this game for quite a while, but again, it's technically in the game with a mod, but I don't mod this game. I think there's more than enough content in here to keep me satisfied. But that could still use a little work, but you know. And of course, another feature has been implemented, hand filtering, which, let me spawn the options menu real quick, show you what I'm talking about. Hand smoothing and filtering. Let's just put it there for now. But basically, it smooths the movement of a weapon that you're holding, which makes it much easier to aim, especially with sniper rifles. Well, I'll show that off later with one of the new toys we have. But we have hand filtering mode. Like, you know, in the past when you move a gun, it like jerks here and there. But here, it's a little more smooth. Really, really nice. The long gun stabilization, especially with sniping. You hold it, it doesn't jerk around nearly as much when you're aiming, which makes it much easier to keep on target, which is really, really handy. And even pistols have that same feature. Granted, with 2 hands, it'll keep it steady. Notice how it jerks around a little bit with one hand. We'll put my hand here. A little more stable. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Oh! Sort of a small thing. You may have noticed you can actually see the ammo inside the magazine. And watch when I take out a bullet. Yeah, it looks okay, but watch as I put one back in. See, instead of just popping in there, it doesn't quite actually move, but it's something. Makes it a little more realistic. A welcome feature nonetheless. Now, we'll show that off with the new toys. And that's pretty much the big stuff. The hand filtering, the mag retention, and of course the item spawn. Those are pretty much the 3 big things that are being added to Update 100. Really welcome additions. Great to see a few of these features being implemented. But now, these are the real reason you clicked on this video. Give me 1 second. Okay, Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes, the new toys, and honestly, not too many of them, but what we have, awesome. Really awesome. For starters, we have the PMM. If it looks like a Makarov, that's because, well, it is.
The PMM really is just an updated version of the original Makarov PM. The main difference is the larger ammo capacity, 12 rounds instead of 8. It also uses a special 9x18mm round that has 25% more muzzle velocity than the standard ammunition.
Yeah, it's basically a modern version of the Makarov, which is still being used, by the way, but the PMM has a few improvements. For instance, see, it has an integrated laser sight, it has a bigger grip, and you'll notice it has a double stack magazine, which is really, really nice. Same 9x19mm Makarov we're used to. Also has its own suppressor. Make sure it's screwed in. Can be hard to tell sometimes. But anyway. That's what the suppressor. Let's do without it. Yeah. Slightly larger ammo capacity than the Makarov. Really nice. Now, let's get to the other pistol, the Stechkin APS.
The Stechkin APS is a machine pistol developed in 1951 by the Soviet Union. It was designed for tank, cruise and aircraft personnel. With a fire rate of 750 rounds per minute, it was surprisingly controllable. But due to costs, machining and limited range, it was phased out for the AKS-74U.
Yes, this is a machine pistol, as Brian mentioned, and this has quite a few attachments as well. It has its own magazine, obviously. Pretty large ammo capacity, as you'll soon find out why. Prime it. Comes with its own suppressor, of course, not going to attach it, and has 3 different stocks. For the sake of brevity, I'm just using the Bakelite stock. And yeah, wonder why it has such a big ammo capacity? Well, I engaged the safety, I think. Did I? Yeah, that was weird. Not sure how that happened. Let's go and try that again. This time, not the dual hand pistol thing. See, it hardly jerked around at all. Really, really welcome addition. Thank God for the hand filtering. Now, let's work up a little bit. This is probably, you know, one of the more anticipated weapons in this update, the PP-19 Vityaz.
The PP-19 Vityaz was developed in 2004 in Russia and has been in production since 2008. It is a closed-bolt, straight blowback SMG that uses the same trigger and safety mechanisms as the AK-74. The version in the game is the SN version, which uses a rail dust cover.
Yes, this is basically the Bison's, I guess, brother. Instead of using the, you know, those Helical magazines, he uses standard, regular stick and drum magazines. Got the large one there. Got that there. Got that. Also comes with its own set of attachments. A new sight. Pretty nice. Have a nice little reticle there if you can see it. A new laser. And is that a is that a rail? That's a rail. A little jerky, but it's a rail. Also comes with a new foregrip, which is kind of small, and its own suppressor. But yeah, we're not going to be using a suppressor here. Now, pretty nice fire rate. And unfortunately, can't really do the tactical reload, but we can do this. Okay, let's get some more lead down range. Bring up the drum mag. he had very, very bad day, as you would expect, using an SMG like that. Speaking of SMGs, let's move over here real quick. And you notice, you're probably asking, why do you have the UMP out? Well, it got an updated model. The original UMP-45 was a little boxy and a little bigger than I thought it would be, but here, a bit more of a reasonable size, looks a little more accurate to the real-life model, and has a see-through magazine now. You know what? It's not an MP5, but hey, we can still do the reload. And the tactical slap, as I like to call it. So yeah, UMP-45 still far the same. You notice there's another one. Well, we got the UMP-9. Yes, as you expect, it's the same gun, only this time 9mm. Just in case you thought the MP5 wasn't cool enough, well, we got this. Again, about what you would expect. Same gun, just a 9mm. It's really nice. Now, let's get some real fun started. Let's back this up a little more. Let's go. We'll go 20 meters and we'll show off our new sniper rifle. Well, it's actually a battle rifle, but yeah. The PSG-1. A gun, surprised it took this long to make it to H3VR.
The Heckler & Koch PSG-1 is a sniper rifle developed in 1972. It is mechanically based on the G3 battle rifle, featuring a strengthened receiver, retractable buttstock and come equipped with Hensoldt ZF6x42 scopes. No iron sights on this rifle, lads.
That's right, really big gun. And it comes with 3 different magazines, a 5-rounder, 10-rounder, and here, 20-rounder. I'm just going to go with this. And you know, since it's an HK firearm, gotta have that. And you notice it comes with a scope by default, and I don't think you can, yeah, you can't remove this scope. But you know, why would you? Anyway, since we got that hover bench that makes it good for sniping, well, you know, you're sitting still. Here, when you're standing and stuff, thanks to the new hand filtering, it's much easier to use sniper rifles when standing now, because in the past, you know, my hands aren't the steadiest in the world, so when I'm holding a gun like this, naturally, with it shaking around so much, it's going to be really hard to keep on target, especially in longer distances. But thanks to the hand filtering, it's much easier. So I got most of that in the center mass. Under normal circumstances, they'll be all over the place, even if I was aiming down and using the scope and firing one shot at a time. Of course, again, being an HK firearm, you gotta do the HK slap. But now, let's get to what I call the milestone weapon. This is Update 100, and well, one of the guns I've been waiting for the most, the Ultimax 100.
The Ultimax 100 is a light machine gun developed in Singapore that is known for its high accuracy and recoil mitigation system. It fires from an open bolt, firing at 400 to 600 rounds per minute. That, combined with the integrated foregrip and its recoil system, makes for one of the most accurate automatic weapons out there.
It's a shame this wasn't officially implemented in the US military because, well, also if I chamber it, charging handle there, and see, almost zero recoil, and let me do it one-handed. Again, this is one-handed. Very, very cool. Definitely worth the wait. Definitely. Imagine taking this to the range. Not the fastest firing machine gun in the world, but when you're this accurate, especially one-handed, fire rate is moot. But yeah, love this gun. I'm glad it's finally in the game. The milestone weapon, update 100, Ultimax 100. How fitting. And now, one more toy to show off. We got a new Meat Fortress gun. The Medical 180. If it looks like the American 180 in the syringe gun form, that's because it is. Let's see. This is the charging handle. Yep. And yeah. There you go. And no automatic fire, which is kind of a shame, but hey. With an ammo capacitor like this, you can fire all day long. But anyway, I think that's it for this video, comrades. Quite a longer video than I anticipated, but there's so many improvements and of course a few new toys to play with, but it's mainly the improvements with the, you know, the hand filtering, the mag retention, and of course a brand new spawner that's coming soon. You know, this game has come a long way in the last 5 years, and I doubt Anton's watching this, but thank you for making such an amazing VR game. It's this game that made me buy a VR headset, and you know, if I only had just one VR game, it would be this. You know, all the fun of going to the range without actually going to the range, all the guns and ammo you can think of, and obviously there's more to come. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you look forward to the next one. Till then, that's Vidanya. You know I had to do it. I love this game.